my name is Raine Schwartz. I proudly represent Troop 3074, and I will be presenting Christine Daaé from the hit musical Phantom of the Opera by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Christine Daaé is a character from Phantom of the Opera written by Gaston Leroux, published in 1810. She's based on a real-life woman named Christine, with a K, who was involved in the actual Phantom of the Opera phenomenon. Leroux pieced together this experience from eulogies, remembrances of the events, as well as letters by the actual people who lived through it. While researching, I decided I wanted to create the epitome of the design of Christine that came to mind. This meant including Leroux's Christine, Emmy Rossum's Christine from the 2004 movie, as well as the Andrew Lloyd Webber version. The dress is designed for the artistically developed high fashion of an opera performer while still being functional for a quick change. The start of the costume is an 18th century style morning robe commonly used for performers for rehearsal. This is the robe used for her rehearsal, and later, after said performance, Think of Me, for the infamous number Phantom of the Opera and Music of the Night. During the 12-bar sequence of the Think of Me break between rehearsal and Christine's performance night, 3 extra ensemble ballet dancers bring out a double-layered circle skirt with a butterfly sack back kept strong with a boned cage, unzipped and slipped it over and under the Christine actress. It is then sealed at her waist with an invisible zipper widened for the sheer size of the curls in the wig. The bodice into the robe is made of an ivory satin. This color was used to allude to the white dress Empress Sisi wore, who inspired much of Leroux's character. This white color is also seen in the 2004 movie. White is a common color themed in Christine's life through the angel of music, correlating to angel wings and purity. Ivory was chosen instead of pure white, as under stage light, ivory works with many undertones, whereas pure white will either blind or turn see-through. Lace and gauze trimmings became popular at the turn of the 18th century, especially in opera houses after the Queen Marie Antoinette. Puff lace is used to fold over the elbows where the sleeves cut off, as seen in many paintings of opera singers. Lace is also placed with an invisible stitch across the border of the entire robe body. A hand-embroidered and micro-crocheted rose and crystallized accent is attached at the waist of the robe for a closing. This also makes the detailed bottom of a stomacher, which would have been used in the outfit of the 18th century when in ball gown form. To emphasize this, the butterfly bustle follows the folds steamed into the dress to widen the shape. The robe bodice is a modified version of the Vespertine jacket designed by Gunnar Detheridge. I hand-designed the skirt length of the robe and the wraparound train with my own pattern and measurements. An ivory embossed fabric is used for the hip bustle. Detailed within it is roses. These flowers are commonly placed around Christine's dress. To connect with the roses Eric, the Phantom of the Opera, gives to her after every performance, as well as the color of her scarf, which was red, that her childhood friend Raoul saved from the ocean for her. To create the ball gown skirt, 2 full circle skirts were created. The bustle is just a full circle, which means that it's even all the way around. And what we do to create the butterfly effect is to tuck up the front hem into the elastic waistband at the top. And the bottom skirt is a full circle that has a modified side seams as well as a train built in it to blend seamlessly with the robe when she walks, so that you can still see the train of her gown that is now covered in lace. The most difficult part of constructing this dress was creating stability within the bodice, which in turn created a minor problem that needed to pause construction. To certify the fabric, especially up here in the top of the dress, as this holds a majority of the weight of this huge train, I used fusible interfacing at first. However, this blend of satin didn't really like that interfacing and rejected it. So instead, I had to layer fabric to keep it solid. So there's about 3 or 4 layers within this just top of the bodice. This resulted in another minor pause with the construction as my machine needle broke out sideways and punctured through my finger. A few days later, and a bit of feeling lost in my finger, construction continued. In total, the costume process took about 4 months, 2 of planning, 1 of sourcing materials, and 1 for selling the piece. The total cost stayed under the $100 budget of $97.64. The whole gown is in total 18 yards of fabric, and when the dress is weighed, it weighs about 15 pounds. Thank you.